Hello, good people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are watching this video from. I am Nkiruka Obaego by name, and in this channel I upload sewing tutorials on how to cut and sew. Okay, in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this rich auntie boo gown. Okay, this gown you can wear it in two different ways. You can tie the waist like I have here. As you can see, the waist is looking snatched. Okay, and again you can also choose to loosen the rope at the waist and you have it loose like this. Can you see? Here I no longer have the rope tied at the back. I'm going to be showing you guys how to cut it, how to sew it, okay, and even how to wear it. All right, so if you are new to my channel, you're highly welcome. Please subscribe, like, and also click on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. Okay, thanks to all returning subscribers, those that have been with me in this channel, come rain come shine. I appreciate you guys. You guys are my champs and I love you guys. So here I'm tying the rope again at the waist. I'm going to show you how to attach this rope during sewing. Okay, so look at it again. The waist is snatched. So can you see that the waist is fitted? And you can see the drapes at the side. I know you guys observe the cow drapes at the side is falling well. Okay, I'm going to show you guys how to do all that. Here I'm just loosening the rope. I'll lose it to show you that you can actually rock it without the ruched like this. The only thing you need to do is to tie up your rope so that it will not be on the floor like that. Okay, and again you can also ruche this so high that your gown will appear shorter. Like if you need the shorter version and not a long gown like this, you can actually ruche more. When you ruche more, your gown is going to be shorter. So without taking much of your time, we are going to start the tutorial. But before then, make sure to subscribe, like this video, click on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a new video, and also share this video. Now on the table I have my front and back piece here. Okay, observe that the front piece is 1 inch. The center front of the front piece, look at it, there is 1 inch outward. I don't know how to explain, but just observe it is outward, 1 inch outward. That is where we are going to be creating the channel for the ruched. Okay, so this is my waistline, this is my hip line, and the first line you have there is the shoulder line. So now my neckline, I took 8 inches, and here I'm measuring 1 inch inward. So the neckline is 3.5 by width. Okay, for the back, but you know for the front is going to be 4.5 because of the 1 inch. Can you see where I'm showing you guys the 1 inch outward we have for the front piece? Front neckline 4.5, back neckline 3.5. Okay, so you mark the sleeve length. After marking your sleeve length, the next thing I did was to indicate where I want this cow drape to start from. Okay, so it is in between my knee line and my hip line. Now guys, note that the only horizontal measurement you'll be needing for this boo is your hip measurement. So you divide whatever your hip measurement is by 4. You may want to add 1 inch each. Okay, and the same thing you marked on the line between your hip and the nail line, the new line you created, is what you are going to mark on the hemline. Now at the shoulder line, because we are going to be inserting our shoulder slope, you are going to consider that while marking your sleeve opening. So take for instance, your sleeve opening is 8 inches plus 1.5 inches for shoulder slope. That will give you 9.5 inches. Did you get? So you consider it while marking in, so that by the time you take your shoulder slope, it is not going to affect anything. So the next thing I'm going to do is to connect. This is the way I'm connecting. The way I connect is what is going to give us that cow drape like you saw in the video. Okay, so just make sure that you have a nice curve that way. I'm going to take off my phone to show you guys, to see everything from the shoulder to the hemline. Okay, I want you guys to have a clearer view of what we've been doing. So guys, the next thing I'll be doing is to mark in my 1.5 inches shoulder slope. Once I'm done adding it, the next thing I'm going to do is to add half inch for joining allowance. Okay, just watch and see how I added the half inch seam allowance, sewing allowance rather. So this is it here. From the neck tip, I added half inch, and I'm going to add it along the shoulder slope line, half inch all the way. So after adding, the next thing I'm going to do is to connect with my ruler again. So after connecting, guys, the next thing I'm going to do is to mark in my back neckline, and I said is 3.5 inches by 1 inch. Okay, that's 3.5 inches width by 1 inch depth. That is what I marked in as my back neckline. So this is the full view of the dress. You can see the hemline, you can see the line between the nail and the hip, you can see the hip line, you can see the waistline. Okay, just observe. So the next thing I'm going to do is to cut out. So I've cut my back neckline, I've cut my back shoulder slope, cut my front neckline, front shoulder slope, and here is the hem area. I'm cutting it through to the draping part of the dress, through to my sleeve, and we are done with the cutting. So here guys, this is a clear view of our boo-boo dress. Okay, so observe the neckline. You see the mark I have here, that little mark, half inch. I'm going to cut in half inch. Then after that, through to the hem, as I'm showing you guys, I'm going to slit the center front open. So after that, I cut the facing for the back. Okay, and this is the front. Okay, you see the mark, I've notched it half inch inward like this. Did you see? So you are going to do the same thing to your own, and I've also slit through. So now that we are done with the cutting, the next thing I'm going to do is to indicate my waistline. Okay, and once I indicate my waistline, I'm going to divide on the waistline. Now I'm going to divide my waist measurement by 4 and mark. Okay, exactly. You don't need ease because you want it to look snatched at that waist area. And observe how I transferred the marking to the other side of the fabric. That is where I'm going to be attaching the rope. So guys, once you are done cutting, the next thing I'm going to do is to use your weaving machine to weave all around the fabric so that it won't fray. Okay, weaving machine or serger. depending on what you know it with. So as you can see, I've joined my 1 inch that we left for the channel. I've joined it together, and this is the rope, 1/2 inch. We're going to be passing it through the channel. Note that while top stitching on the 1 inch, that's at the center front, you are going to top stitch 0.6. okay, just create a little ease for your rope as it passes through. So here I've gone ahead to sew, so it's all about sewing now. I've joined the shoulder. Okay, this is my neckline. You can see how neat it's looking. I've gone ahead also to attach the back facing. You can see it there. So I've passed my 1/2 inch through the channel. Okay, this is the easiest way to do this. Anything that has channel, just use your fabric to do it immediately than cutting another fabric and top stitching before creating the channel. Just do it this way. It's easier, is less stressful also. I beg, what am I still showing you guys? Okay, so this is the neckline. I use hemming gum to make it stay like that. Okay, so underneath it I ironed hemming gum. You can see how neat the neckline is looking. There is no form of thread passing through the neckline. Okay, so for all my ready to wear designers, do it this way and you are good to go. So here you've seen the rope. I've also attached to the waistline. Can you see the rope? So this rope can be 1 inch or 1.5 inches in width. Okay, and for the length, just use your waist circumference as a guide. So guys, by now you should know that we've come to the end of the video. The moment you attach the rope at the waistline, we are done. Okay, this is the hemline. I've sewed it up, and also the sleeve I also sewed. So the moment you are done with sewing, you are good to go. Please give this video a like, subscribe, click on the notification bell if you've not done so. Thanks for coming this far with me. So this is our boo dress on the mannequin. Bye, see you on my next video. Make sure you click on the notification bell so that you will be notified.